video, I'm going to show you how to make one of these lovely hanging star decorations. To do this, you'll need 2 square pieces of corrugated card, so thick card like this. I've used 2 star stickers, but you could also just decorate some paper and cut it out, that would be fine as well. You need some wool, some glue, some scissors, some sellotape, 8 pins. Now do be careful with these because they are very sharp, and if you can, a wool needle. It's not essential, but it is helpful. The first thing we're going to do is stick these 2 pieces of corrugated card together just like this to make a star shape. Put some glue in the middle of this one and some glue in the middle of this one. I'm just trying to put the glue where they'll be touching so that the corners don't get all sticky. Just trying to carefully position it so it's even as I can get it. There we go, I think that's close enough. Push it down. There we go, that is our star, or the start of it anyway. And then in the middle, I'm going to stick these 2 lovely star stickers. So as I said in the beginning, you don't have to use sparkly star stickers. You might have some coloured paper, you might want to just, if it's Christmas time, you want to cut up some old wrapping paper, that would look really nice in the middle. Just anything like that, just to give it something nice to look at in the centre. You could even put a photo. Normally it's like a little photo inside it like that. Now that's a good idea. There we go. There's our stars in the middle. The next thing we're going to do is position all the pins around the edge of the star so they're each coming out of the points. So as I said at the beginning, they are really sharp, these pins, so just make sure there's an adult on hand to help you if you need it. You just stick it into the corrugated card like that. Ooh, try and get it as straight as you can. Mine's a bit wonky, but you want it so that it's coming out of the point. There we go, like that. Oops. Okay. So I'm just taking my time with this because I don't want to have any pricked fingers. That one's a bit off centre, so I might just try that one again. There we go. I think you can have a couple of goes if it isn't quite right the first time, but you keep sticking the pins in, I think it will rip. So just be mindful of that when you're positioning them. And there we go, we now have a pin coming out of each point of the star. What I've done is I've just stuck the end of the wool onto the back of the star with a little bit of tape, just like this. I've gone for multicoloured wool because it gives this really colourful finished effect, but they also look really good if you use wool that's all the same colour as well. So, now with the weaving, so bring it up so it's facing you. I'm going to move this one out of the way actually for this, and we're going to get the wool and we're going to hook it round one of the pins so that we then pull it along the straight edge of one of the squares like that. It's then going to go under to the back and go not to the one that it's on, not to the one that it started on, but the one in the middle. It's going to go under this and under that one in the middle. Then we're going to turn it slightly, and then we're going to bring it forward and down the straight edge, this time the square at the back, along here, like so. Under this one, back, to the middle one. Under that one, rotate slightly and bring it along the straight edge of the square. Under this one, like so, back one to this one, along there, turn slightly and bring along the straight edge, like that. Oops, I'm running out of wool. There we go. So I'm going to go all the way around till I get to the last bit, like that. Now I'm going to carry on doing the exact same thing, but I'm going to try and make it so that when I pull the wool round here, I come to the side of the wool that's already there. So rather than going over the top. So do you see I've gone to the side of this bit of wool here. So it's on the inside of it. So you want to keep on the inside of what you've already done. There we go, so inside this green bit of wool, around the back, inside this next green bit of wool, there we go, inside this pink bit of wool, where was I? Getting myself in a muddle with that wool. There we go. Ah, so I've been all the way around once, and now I'm on the third line. So again, keeping it inside where I've already done it. I really love the colours of this wool. Just think it's such a cheerful, bright colour. I'm looking forward to hanging this up actually when I'm finished. And depending on what you've got in the middle will probably affect how far round you want to go, how far into the middle you want to cover it up. Because if you've stuck a nice big picture on there, you might actually want to stop there and leave the hole a nice big size. But I'm going to keep going a bit more. You can see how these kind of little crossover bits are appearing in each corner. Oops, that one's overlapping a bit. Try that again. This is my second, so I'm finding it a bit easier. I'm starting to get into a kind of a rhythm. I imagine if you wanted to make several of these, you probably get really quick at it in the end. And they'll be spinning around ever so fast as you're making them. Well, there is an added challenge trying to talk and make sense while doing this all at once. can, if you want to, give them a little tighten up. But again, you might prefer it looser. It's just personal preference. Almost went wrong. And if you've got someone on hand to hold your wall and unravel it as you go, even better. I could do with a little assistant right now, I think. I think, you see how the wall's starting to sort of join together? I think I'm just about done. So, yeah, I think I'm going to leave it there. So this last pink bit is going to be the last bit. I'm going to go to the back and I'm going to cut quite a long bit of wool so I can make a hanging loop for it as well. There we go. I'm going to get rid of this out of the way. I've turned it over, got my end. I'm going to use the needle, like through, there we go, to thread through. I'm going to keep it nice and tight so it doesn't come undone. Thread through at the top like this. And again. So it is definitely possible to do this without a needle, but it does make it easier if you've got one. There we go, now I can tie a knot just here. And then, because I don't want this bit flapping around and getting in the way, I can stick that in there. Oh, can't get a grip on it today. And there we go. Pull that down like so. If you want to give a bit of extra reinforcement, you can put a bit of tape over the back. There we go, just like that. So it's not quite finished because the last thing we're going to do is we're going to push in all of the pins. So this is obviously quite a fiddly bit, and it is possible for the pins to stick out the back of the card. It's really easy to do. So do watch your fingers when you're doing this, and if you're not sure, do ask an adult if they give you a hand. So I'm going to push them in one at a time, and I'm going to be looking at this way round. Oh, that was all right. So is that one. So is that one. All good so far. So as I'm pushing them in, I'm just making sure my fingers are clear of the area where they might stick out if I'm not careful. Ta-da! There we go. Now I've got my hanging decoration, which I can put up around the house, add a bit of joy and colour on a bit of a dull day like it is today.